graduation on behalf of Mr. Kenneth Adikwe, Principal at Fairfax High School. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Please be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, parents, invited guests, and the class of 2017. We are pleased and honored that you could join us on this very special occasion.
Buenas tardes a todos, familiares, invitados y la clase de 2017. Nos sentimos alegres y afortunados de que nos puedan acompañar en esta ocasión tan especial.
안녕하세요. 페어팩스 고등학교 2017년 졸업식에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 졸업생 여러분, 학부모님들 그리고 축하해 주시러 오신 모든 분들께 진심으로 감사드립니다.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, mga magulang, mga panauhin, at sa mga kapwa kong magsisipagtapos na yung taon 2017. Ikinagagalak at ikinararangal namin kayo ay bahagi sa espesyal na okasyon ito.
Добрый вечер, дамы и господа, родители, приглашенные гости и выпускной класс 2017 года. Мы благодарны и почтены вашим присутствием на этом особенном событии.
Good evening. I am Stacy Lee, the senior class president. I would like to introduce to you our principal, Mr. Kenneth Adikwe.
Faculty and staff, Fairfax High School, parents, friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my greatest honor and privilege to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2017 Lions. My dear class of 2017 Royals, today is your day. 4 years ago, you began a destiny-fulfilling journey when you enrolled as freshmen at FAIRFAX High School. Like any ninth grader, I imagine you had many apprehensions, not sure what the experience will be, what new friends you might make, or even whether you will actually fit in. The journey led you to quite a few discoveries. You discovered friendship as a class, and together you get to know your teachers and your counselors, all of whom will help guide you along the way. You also discovered FAIRFAX High School, its physical terrain, the immediate surroundings. Most significantly, you discovered growth, maturity, and a sense of family. Yes, the Lions family. I know you are prepared to engage and face the future ahead of you. That future could be immediate transition to college, if many, or going straight to the 21st century workforce. Whatever that future may be, you have acquired the necessary skills to succeed at every level. Be confident and proud of your accomplishments today, knowing that you have the foundational support in your family and your alma mater. If I must make one final request as your principal, class of 2017, then I ask you that you stand out in whatever endeavor you find yourself. Stand out by seeking leadership roles and distinguishing yourselves, being sure everyone knows your name in any organization or group you belong. Stand out by standing up for yourselves and for others through engaged citizenry and advocacy for social justice. Add your voice to shaping the future that values and respects basic human dignity. Stand out by exercising the many leadership qualities you take with you today as a lion. You are born to lead without fear. Lions always lead the pack. Though I did not know you but for about 9 months, I have never been more proud of any group of students or class. It has been truly joyful to see you season through this moment, groomed and primed for success. You are classy young men and women of promise, ready to seize the world. I have great hopes for the many things you will accomplish still. For within each of you lies an infinite amount of potential. You are let loose from the den. Lions, go, roam the range, and take no prisoners. Remember, once a lion, always a lion. Congratulations, FAIRFAX Royals of 2017.
Thank you. Tonight you will hear from 3 Royal student speakers and a musical performance from the graduating class. Please welcome Mia Richardson, who will deliver her speech entitled Upward and Onward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and to my fellow graduates of 2017. I'm here to leave my peers with some encouraging, wise, and rather scary expectations before we start our journeys apart from one another. First, I would like to congratulate the class of 2017. We finally completed one more stepping stone towards our bright futures. Some of us may be scared, anxious, or even sad that we'll no longer be high school students at FAIRFAX High. Some of you may be moving away from your parents and be forced to be independent in such a short time. And yes, we're going to miss the positive energy of our peers, the basketball games versus our Westchester rivals, the lighthouse, and the sense of expectation and excellence during our time at FAIRFAX High. Realizing that your best friends will no longer be your daily companions may be a tough pill to swallow. I know. But remember, there is work to be done. Remember that this culmination is the end of one small journey in our lives to bring us into a new one. Most of us have stayed up late, have had emotional breakdowns, and have suffered from senior itis. We worked hard and dedicated our lives to achieving our academic goals. But we've had some victorious moments as well. For me, it was earning A's on my pre-calculus test. Now, these weren't just getting good test scores to me. This was breaking down a barrier I've struggled with for years called math. For others, maybe it was passing your chemistry final, or maybe it was winning your championship game. I think that we can all agree that in the words of Charles Dickens, it was the best of times, and it was the worst of times, guys. But now we are here, living and experiencing the day we've only dreamt about a million times in our red graduation caps and gowns. Realizing that it's really over. We've been anxiously waiting for this moment, for this feeling, the feeling of accomplishment, completion, pride, and hope. But this diploma is more than a getaway ticket out of high school. It's the key to open up our doors of the future, because there is work to be done. And now that we have earned this key, we must open up all doors possible. Not only will we have to keep in shape, avoid wrinkles and gray hairs so that by our 20-year class reunion we can still look good, but more importantly, we must survive through any hardships this journey may bring us, with grace, grit, and integrity. We must go out to the world with an unwavering sense of positivity and strength. Like our senior co-queens, we must find a way, we must make one. We must grow mentally, physically, and spiritually. We must remain to be good and kind people. We must be great examples to our peers, underclassmen, and families, for they're the ones who support us through this journey. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Stay loyal to your dreams. And most of all, we must never settle for mediocrity, because there is work to be done. And we have much further to go. So sit back, put on your seatbelts, and enjoy the ride. Thank you.
I stand here to reminisce with and hopefully motivate my fellow graduates. I proudly represent the visual arts magnet, which is the most amazing part of FAIRFAX High School. We have wonderful teachers and an incredible bond that we've created over the past 4 years. One of my idols, singer-songwriter Tom DeLonge, once said, "I would rather be good at many different things than great at only one thing." The Visual Arts Magnet program provided and required us to take a variety of art classes, from drawing to digital imaging, sculpture, and photography. We have been able to learn one of the world's most powerful forms of expression, art. We collected artwork over 4 years to create our portfolios, and although stressful at times, We enjoyed seeing our growth and our strengths in different medias of art.
I'm incredibly honored and privileged to address you all tonight. Since arriving at Fairfax High School 3 years ago, I've had the pleasure of getting to know the majority of this graduating class. And so, as many of you know, I've spent the last 3 years telling you millennials that you are not special. Well, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. You all are special to me. Now, a word of caution. I may say some things you don't like or don't agree with. And I hope you consider the words of the great Greek philosopher Aristotle, who said, "The mark of an educated mind is the ability to entertain a thought without necessarily accepting it." And so with that said, here it comes. While I want you all to feel proud and accomplished about graduating tonight, I also want you to feel humble in acknowledging the modesty of this feat. Consider, thank you for not booing, consider that this year alone, over 3.5 high school seniors will graduate from American high schools. Furthermore, I would argue that you being here tonight is the expectation. This is not the exception. We expect you to graduate when you come to our school. I am by no means am I trying to belittle this moment of graduating high school, because this is a huge moment. It's a notable and important milestone in your life. But as a colleague said, it's what you do after this that really matters. As you celebrate tonight, as you rightly should, I hope you feel proud and accomplished, but I also hope you feel humble. Be humble in recognizing that you have not reached the summit. You've just arrived at base camp. Now, this evening, as you are showered with congratulatory praise, I encourage you to reciprocate these positive sentiments by acknowledging the people, parents, teachers, mentors, extended family, squad mates. Am I using that correctly? All the people who have supported you throughout your life, and especially in this educational endeavor. Tonight, let them know you appreciate them. Let them know what they mean to you. Let them know you love them. As you contemplate your future options, I would encourage you to heed the advice of Dr. Martin Luther King and consider making a career of humanity. You will make a better person of yourself, a greater nation of our country, and a finer world to live in. And as a matter of fact, if you have talent, if you have energy, if you have passion, I would encourage you to bring those talents to education. This year, as some of you may know, we are losing some legends, some pillars of the Fairfax community. And we need talented people. Absolutely. In your daily pursuits, so I've thought about this so much, what I want to say to you all, because you mean so much to me. And I want to give you a good speech, and I want to give you some advice, something that you can take home and carry on. And so I compiled a brief list of, you can take my suggestions. In your daily pursuits, I preach the values of hard work and a strong work ethic, because talent and ambition are meaningless without hard work. I challenge you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take risks. And be wary of paralysis by analysis. I beseech you. I beseech you to get out of the house. You owe it to yourself to have the experience of living in a new place, in a new environment. And relax, millennials, remember, you can always come home. And on that note, parents, please remember that our children will never learn to fly if they never leave the nest. I urge you to feed your intellectual curiosity to learn. Remember that life is the best teacher, and we can learn from anyone and everyone. I advise you to fill your life with interesting people, meaningful relationships, and eye-opening experiences, not just material things. I encourage you to always express yourself, speak up and speak out, say what you mean and mean what you say. I recommend you travel and see the world, not to replete your phone with selfies at the Eiffel Tower, but to have a greater appreciation for the beauty of our diverse world and to develop an understanding that it's about we, not us or them. And finally, I think you all consider the sagely advice of Dr. Maya Angelou, who taught us that we should not simply survive, but thrive, and do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. And so, graduates, enjoy the moment, soak in all the love, know that we are proud of you. Class of 2017, you can be any good thing you want to be. Go and conquer.
FAIRFAX High School is an impressive list of alumni. We in the class of 2017 hope to add to that impressive list. We would also like to help carry on the tradition by assisting those students who follow us through the halls of FAIRFAX who might not have access to opportunities due to financial troubles, so that the alumni of FAIRFAX can continue to make a name for FAIRFAX High School. The class of 2017 presents you with the remainder of our class balance to be used for scholarship for future graduates.
Thank you, class of 2017, for this outstanding gift. staff of Fairfax High School, we will confer the diplomas.
Sujitra Manitapo.
Jasmine Kim.
Elvis Jung.
Christian El Patron Johannes.
Let's go! Come on, Christian!